Constructing an exhibition is a strange exercise because we often produce objects and crystallize ideas in isolation or separated. And then exhibition, it's a radical format which asks you retrospectively to put things in dialogue, things that you never thought of putting in dialogue before. Something that I realized in the process of putting together this work is maybe the idea of stratification, these different layers that are constructed or that exist one on top of the other. These are layers that sometimes we have to take away, like in the practice of archaeology, the practice of excavation and digging. It is for me a way to make sense of the relationships of the different works in the exhibition. The building is very beautiful and it has a complex architectural history. For me, visiting Camden Arts Centre, I was always interested with the idea of what this space will mean if it was understood in its totality and not as a series of galleries which are interrupted by other functions. Often exhibition spaces, especially because of their versatility and their tradition to radically change, tend to present themselves as extremely neutral or somehow aspire some neutrality. There is nothing really neutral about exhibition spaces, and I'm interested exactly where this neutrality fails and becomes something else. Yeah, we changed the names of galleries into rooms. The works which are positioned in this room talk directly about light. It's the dilapidated electricity poles and a big stained glass window. The poles are put next to this very busy street. They used to stand once in a very busy street in Cyprus. There are all these big windows in the room. So I thought it would be a sort of unnecessary tautology to bring in artificial light. And I thought that a room which surrenders to the way that the day surrenders to night would be an interesting experience, specifically for the work, but also in the construction of the whole exhibition. So yeah, the room is left without any artificial light. In the construction of the exhibition, the space that we were supposed to not make visible is the back wall of a projection room. And what we are not seeing is the public which is watching something. They somehow occupy, again, a very queer space. I was looking a lot into archaeological sites, and I became very sensitive to the, let's say, destructive potential of archaeology, the trees that are unplanted, all this earth that's moved. This actual floor is made out of the earth, which was digged away in an archaeological excavation. And of course, digging everywhere, but specifically in my region, is not a natural exercise. It's a highly politicized exercise with a very concrete impact to the way we construct and narrate what brings us together, our histories. And the layers that we decide to reveal are the chapters in the way we construct these histories. So yeah, I tend to understand this new layer, which is added on the Victorian floor of this room, let's say, as the mirror of the process of excavation. It's covering rather than revealing. The exhibition in general functions in a vertical way. The way stratas are constructed and are organized. In many ways, I have intentions that through exhibition guides in this interview that are multiplied, changed. But hopefully these ideas are not stable, they are not finally crystallized. There is somehow a responsibility from the viewer on how deep one wishes to dig and what he or she makes out with the findings.